German-based breweries started to open up throughout Mexico right around the turn of the 20th century. Cerveza Pacifico Clara followed suit, beginning production in around 1900. Started by 3 Germans and named after its location on the Pacific Ocean, the beer is now owned by Grupo Modelo, which in turn is owned by InBev. How does this West Coast Mexican beer stack up against the competition? Find out now on Two Dudes Reviews.
What up, guys? Yeah, today we got Pacifico, or Cerveza Pacifico. So we're gonna get going with another Mexican beer and see what it's all about. And I can't remember if I've had this one before. Sometimes you're in a Mexican restaurant and you just see different options besides Corona, and you decide, let's try one of those out. This could have been one of those at one point. I don't remember. But we're gonna get into it now. So. It does have bonus points. It's in a brown bottle, not a clear bottle. So that's already alright, that's a good sign. So I can go for that. But alright, let's get into the review. And so up first is smell. A surprisingly decent amount of carbonation, honestly. Guess you never really know what to expect with that, but it has your, typical lager aroma. I'm actually not getting a whole lot. There's kind of a wet sweetness to it. Kind of like a bit of, almost like a wet bread, a light aroma to that. You have a little bit of the citrusy thing going on, a little sweetness. But I am not getting much aroma at all from this thing. Some light floral notes, but again, there's not a lot going on here with the aroma. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to give it a half because it doesn't smell bad, but I'm not getting much on the other end either. So, I'll give it a half. So, alright. Up next is taste. You do get a mild barley flavor to it. I didn't really get much the first sip. I needed to really let just my whole tongue get covered with it, and so I wasn't really getting much of any flavor until I just kind of let it wait. But you get that mild barley flavor, not heavy really. A super light bitterness to it. Again, not hoppy at all, but there's a very hint of bitterness to it. There is a light, citrus zest thing going on in there. Again, you get a little bit of wheat, not a lot. Everything's kind of minimal. You got a minimal flavor building on a minimal. Nothing's really taking over, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's not like a bad flavor taking over. There's just nothing's taking command of the beer, kind of. Maybe almost a little orange, little bit of orange almost in there going on too. This is a beer, a Mexican beer. If you put a lime in, I don't think that would work. It's not that light to it where a lime would really, bring out more flavors. I almost think if you were going to garnish it, you'd do an orange slice. But I'm not big on orange slices anyway, so I wouldn't even do that. But it's hard with the flavor. There's not one thing that's kind of commanding everything else. It's just like a little bit here and there, and that's it. It's kind of like some war movie you're watching where they're just picking out different guys from different units and throwing them together because we don't have enough guys. That's almost like what Pacifico is going on. They don't have enough guys, there's enough ingredients, so let's just throw these things in. And that's kind of what it tastes like. So, I mean, it's not bad. I can honestly probably drink through the whole thing, searching for everything, which, if you're looking for a beer that you can drink a decent amount of during the summertime, heck, this isn't that bad. But just simply because there's nothing to like hang my hat on for flavors with this, so I can't give it a full, so I'm gonna give it another half. It's not bad, but I just wish there was something that I could be like, yes, this is it. It doesn't really have that. So, next is value for price, and that is a good one. I believe I paid either $1.39 or $1.79 for a single. I don't remember exactly, but difference isn't that big of a deal. So you are probably going to be able to get a 6-pack of this, $5.99 to $6.99. Not terrible if you want a Mexican beer. It is definitely better, I think, flavor-wise than some of the more popular Mexican beers, without saying names. So, I mean, just for that, I'm going to recommend it for value for price. Next, distinction. Now, how distinct is it from other Mexican beers in the market? And it's not that bad. It doesn't have that super watery taste. It's not watery. That's not that at all. It doesn't have like just a bland. I don't know. It's different. It's different but the same, if that makes any sense. It's not bland, it's not watery, but there's nothing super, that stands out about it. So, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna give it another half for distinction. Next category is drinkability. Can I drink multiple ones of these? Absolutely. I would have no problems with that. I mean, I could probably drink through the entire thing without any problems at all. Sorry, my startup disk is almost full, so I'm trying to get through this. So, yes, drinkability, absolutely, I'd recommend it. Last category is would I buy it again? And, alright, little technical mishap, but alright, we're down to our last one, and that is would I buy it again? And I have to go with two different camps with that. Just for myself, at the house, probably not. I don't think I'd buy it again. But if I was at a Mexican restaurant, and depending on what kind of beer options they have, I think I would buy it again, because it's decent, it's not watery, it's got some flavor. I wish there was something that I could, kind of hold on to with it, but, can't win them all, can you? But, so I'm going to give that a half, finally, for this one. But that is my review of Cerveza Pacifico. If you've had it before, let me know in the comments. Maybe you feel differently about this beer. Maybe you don't. If you want to follow me on Twitter, that's cool. It's Two Dudes Podcast. Or check out the podcast in general. That's Two Dudes in a Six Bag. You can find that on iTunes and every place else. But that is about it. So for myself and Pacifico, take it easy.